Pacquiao come off 2 impressive wins over Keith Thurman and Adrian Broner, and so all of a sudden it's very enticing. I think
it wasn't recording, right?
That's our lower fucking.
Oh my God, Chris.
I had pressed it.
Come on.
Aye.
He's desperately trying to cover up. Ali won't extend himself. Allows against the rope.
Exposed to get the first knockdown of the fight. Vargas is on very shaky legs. That's not a knockdown, but he is not in good shape.
No, Vargas is smiling, but he's hurt. Legs aren't under him, and he's in good shape, so we know that he's going to be able to stand up and take these shots, but he's looking for that left hook right
Only
now.
a few more seconds in this round, but can he survive? Hard body shot by Garcia. Wings
Hard.
his equilibrium.
I'm
and
hyped
there was
now.
the final right-hand shot.
I am
It looks like a
hyped.
setback too, but he
All right, man,
lured
let's
you
go
into
ahead and
that
get
too.
started.
He puts everything behind it,
This is
Mikey
the Against the
Garcia
Ropes podcast, number 77. We are back. 7-7, man. It's crazy.
Maybe not even tonight.
You think we're gonna get this far in the beginning?
For him to recover.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, I've always known.
You know what? The first 77 was just like, the first 76 was just like practice to me. You know, we gotta try to make every episode the best one. You know, the next one is the best one.
Yeah.
So, this is the best one right here.
Dude, we just
77.
we just hopped over that 75 hump. And what did we say we were gonna do when we hit 100?
What are we doing? Oh, we're doing the Wilt.
The Will Chamberlain 100.
We're gonna do the Wilt.
Yeah, just write it down. Want to practice with that?
That's hilarious.
Practice
That's hilarious.
with 77. Just getting this practice in, you know? There you go.
77.
Garcia is the man who's moving forward
Wilt.
and imposing his will.
You believe that? He made 100 points?
That's crazy, dude. To be, like,
Garcia has him against
that's
the
crazy,
ropes.
man. They have the footage of that game?
Huh?
They have footage of that game or no?
They have what?
Footage of that
No.
game? No. Then anything can happen, man.
If it's not on video, it didn't happen. Right? Just like our episodes.
Right? And we got all the episodes up. All the episodes up, so you know it happened. Except for episode 2, right?
I don't even know what you're talking about. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, I'm Joe Garcia. I'm alongside Christian Mosqueda. We are back. Another week of big fights. As you guys can hear it in the background, we have Mikey Garcia against Jessie Vargas, Texas. DAZN.
The zone.
We had knockdowns. We had blood. Possibly tears.
Possibly.
Right?
Yeah.
Very, very good fight.
I know that the Supreme Boxing family with Stacks and his wife were divided. His wife was going for Mikey, and Stacks, you know, he's a big Jessie supporter.
Man, turn it down a little bit, dude. Yes, that's how we're going to get started. I heard him say he had Jessie winning.
No.
I heard him say on that podcast.
Wait, what?
But,
You mean before the fight, right? After the fight?
After
No.
Sunday. You know what? To be fair, though, he was like, if you had Mikey up by a lot, like, I could understand, too, because a lot of the rounds were close.
Yeah.
But, of course, his bias came out, and he said he had Jessie winning the fight.
What? I seen Jessie winning the first 3 rounds, and I could arguably give him maybe the last 2, maybe even the 3, but that's a stretch. But the first 3 were clearly, in my opinion, Jessie's.
I thought he won the first, like, 3 or 4, maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And again, it was we know that Mikey's a slow starter. He tries to like download that information,
Yeah.
and I've said it. I thought he was out of his element in that welterweight. For the first 3 rounds, I was like, man, it's just not his division. It's not his his weight class. Like, he's a small guy, 5'6". He's gonna be a Hall of Famer one day, for division title holder already, searching for that 5th. But I just thought, I was like, I don't know, man. I think he's chewing more, but he made that adjustment. Jessie, he has a lot of experience, a lot. But Mikey just made those adjustments and dropped them. Did you think he could drop him? Do you think that power was gonna carry over and
Drop him, maybe, yes. Stop him, no. Simply because Vargas, even though he seems to fall short in all of his big fights, he never really gets stopped.
Yeah.
He survives.
Tough.
Right? But yeah, just like we said, you know, that first half of the fight, he came out strong, came out throwing a lot of punches. He had an interesting combination, the hook to the body and then jab upstairs, which he kept landing.
Yeah.
That was very interesting. And, of course, it works against a slower guy like Mikey. But we saw that's kind of like a trend from Vargas. You know, he kind of fades a little bit. We saw that against Broner. First half of the fight, he looked like a great fighter. Second half, he didn't.
Yeah.
Right? He ended up with his face swollen, bloody face. And same thing in this fight. You know, as soon as Mikey timed him well and landed that one punch, everything changed, right? Everybody has a game plan.
Until you get hit.
Until you get hit.
The way Jessie fell, though. Damn.
And we were talking about it earlier, right before the show started.
Yeah.
He folded him like a chair, man. I'm stealing that quote from Lily. Shout out to Chicana Boxing.
He just, yeah.
It was kind of comical because he took that big punch and his legs were wobbly. He started shaking a little bit and he tried to stay up. And Mikey just said, "Take this straight, right?" And sat him down, right? Sit down.
There you go. And Mikey has one of the best 1-2s in the game. Like, he doesn't have the biggest reach, but he's got that punch and he knows how to.
And it's kind of quick.
It is kind of quick, yeah.
I think that it has to do with his timing, and like
shortening the
we said,
distance.
and like we said, you know, at times he does look like he doesn't belong in this division because you know, well, he's fought probably two of the tallest guys in that division.
Yeah.
You know, in his 2 fights at welter. Obviously Spence is big dude. Oh, excuse me. And Vargas campaigning at 154, right, trying to get some fights there, possibly a title shot. But yeah, Mikey, I mean, he struggles a little bit with his distance. Bigger dudes, like we said, the top 5 or 6 guys are all stronger than him, taller than him, quicker than him.
Yeah.
So it's looking tough for him. But like we said, the most favorable fight probably for him is the Pacquiao fight.
Yeah.
Not only because Pacquiao's one of the smallest welterweights, right? Smallest champion at welter. Not only because Mikey is still pursuing that 5th division. He wants a title at 147. And like we said, a year ago, he didn't even want the fight.
Yeah.
Right now, it looks like Pacquiao has something that entices him.
Yeah.
The title at 147. He's not the biggest of welters. And there's a possibility that he can fight on DAZN.
Yeah.
So it looks like it's a matchup that can happen.
Yeah, and you're bringing in a big fan base, you know. Manny still has this huge fan base that supports him everywhere he goes. He's looking great. He came off the 2 biggest wins in recent memory over 2 really good welterweights, and then first Mr.
AB?
No.
No.
No. Mr. Keith Thurman, bigger guy, dropped him. That was crazy. And then Adrian Broner. Yeah, Adrian Broner has his, you know, problems outside the ring, but he's still
The problem.
He's still
He is the problem.
he is the problem. He's still in his prime, and
He got arrested,
he's
right?
Tough.
We said?
He did, huh?
For trespassing or something like that. Interesting.
Trespassing. What did?
Right? He was at the MGM Grand.
Oh, that's
for
right,
Tyson
yeah,
against
yeah.
Wilder.
He's
It wasn't the other case that we were talking about. Seems like every week there's a new case.
New case
but
with AB.
the newest case that we know of.
Yeah.
You know, this is Wednesday. By the time you guys listen to this, there may be a new
There
case.
might be
Who
a new
knows?
case. The problem. he's in the black book. I thought that was over. No, he's in that book now. He's banned. Freaking AB, man. But yeah, no, the Pacquiao Mikey Garcia fight makes a lot of sense now.
And that's a fight that we have been wanting to see for a while, right?
Yeah.
It's favorable for both. I feel like, you know, Pacquiao's been fighting bigger men for a long, long time. Mikey is just starting to do it at welter with Spence, and then Vargas. You know, I think that's a dream matchup.
Yeah.
Like you said, Manny still has that pull. There were talks about making it in Saudi Arabia, right?
Yeah.
Even that is going to bring in a lot of
a
people.
lot of money.
You can do it in Texas. That's going to bring in a lot of people. Obviously, Vegas, anywhere in the U.S., obviously, but Pacquiao just seems to fight in Vegas or somewhere in another country. So
Who do you
I'd like to see it.
Who do you favor in that match?
I still favor Pacquiao. Speed. We talk about that's one of Mikey's weaknesses, right? And even if he's a great counterpuncher, even if his timing is great, you know, it took Marquez 4 fights to finally figure it out.
Right.
All right. So
Yeah.
I don't see Mikey at making the right adjustments in one fight. right? We saw Jessie Vargas beat him maybe 3 out of the four rounds. So imagine Pacquiao's volume punching. He's a southpaw. His angles, his speed, his power, his experience. He's just a legend. So man, I would probably have to go with Pacquiao. The question is, can Mikey hurt him?
Yeah, that's the thing. I think he'll land. He'll land here in moments, but can he catch him?
Can he catch him?
Can he catch him? Got a 1-2, man.
Can he make another meme out of Pacquiao? That's the question.
I don't think we've seen. Pacquiao's one of the best, like one of the really good chins out there. Yeah, he got caught by Marquez, but that was just a perfect shot.
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever seen him, or I'm sure he's been hurt moments, but he's never been like on wobbly legs where the ref has to come in and stop it, or you have to really disconnect him from his senses. So yeah, and he's just as dangerous when he's hurt. Yeah, that's gonna be a good fight for sure if it comes to fruition. Do you think Mikey's stubborn for trying to pick up a 5th title in the welterweight division, knowing that he's a smaller guy?
Stubborn, yes, but to me, stubborn isn't really a negative thing. You could call it stubbornness, you could call it ambition, you could call it persistence. All right, he's definitely that. I feel like he still has a lot to prove, though, if he wants it. Like we said, I'm favoring Pacquiao. I don't know about you. If he fights Pacquiao,
yeah, I think for me, too close to right now to give you a decision. But it's right now, seeing Pacquiao come off those 2 wins, I would favor him slightly, maybe 60-40. But yeah, but
very good card overall. Anything else you want to add to that? We talked about the knockdown. I believe 2 rounds after that, Jessie Vargas was hurt again. Right, he survived at the end of that round, and from there on, it was just all Mikey. Right, we're all just waiting for that one punch to put Vargas away. But like we said, he's durable. Obviously, I'm not a big fan of Jessie Vargas. I feel like he always falls short. And to me, I was giving him 0% chance of winning this
fight.
Really? Zero.
Ha.
None. All right. Even though he's a lot bigger than Mikey. Let's just go over the last couple Jessie Vargas fights. Obviously, now he got a loss to Mikey. His only fight last year was against Humberto Soto, right? That was a wash. And I feel like those fights don't even get you prepared for anything. If you're fighting one time a year and your only fight is against La Zorrita Soto, that does nothing for your career, in my opinion. I don't care if you knocked him out; it still does nothing.
Yeah, to me at least, that keeps you from getting rusty. That's about it. But I mean, La Zorrita Soto was coming from a win against Brandon Rios, so
not
enough.
No. Before that, he had 2 draws against Tomás Delorme and then Adrian Broner. He couldn't even get over those C-class, B-class fighters. C-class, I would say. I wouldn't rate Broner that high. He beat Aaron Herrera. He lost to Pacquiao. He beat Saddam Ali. That's probably his biggest win of his career, right? He lost to Tim Bradley, even though he somehow thinks he won. Right? That was here at the StubHub Center. He beat Antonio DeMarco. And other than that, there's really no notable wins for him. So,
other than Saddam Ali, he's the one that's come up short, but he's made a lot of these fights very, very interesting. Again, for this fight, I think he won the first 3. I think he could have stolen the last 2 to 3, depending. But still, with that knockdown and with everything that Mikey did in the middle towards the end, it was Mikey, man. I was very impressed with the knockdown, and for a moment, I didn't think Jessie was gonna survive. I thought Mikey was gonna get him.
And because Mikey's a very good finisher.
Yeah.
That's why when I thought he was hurt, I was like, oh, that's it. He's not gonna survive, but he survived. Yeah. But continue. I forgot what I was gonna say.
Yeah,
Shit.
to me, I interviewed Mikey the Valentine's week, and I did ask him what did he wanted to do. Like, did he want to make a statement? Did he want to get him out of there? He's all like, no, I just want to look good. I just want to, win whichever means necessary. And I honestly thought if he were to win, it was gonna be a unanimous decision. I didn't think he was gonna drop him. I thought he was gonna catch him here and there, but I didn't think he was gonna drop him. So, to me, respects for Mikey drop a natural 135 pounder dropping a bigger guy. Man, that's impressive.
On God damn. Yeah. I don't know. It's just. Do you see a future for Jessie Vargas? I hate to spend this much time talking about him, but
He's 30 years old. I know he's trying to campaign at 154.
Munguia knocks him out.
Munguia knocks him out at 154. Munguia is moving up. So
if he wanted Munguia at 54, Munguia would have knocked him out.
yeah,
Better stay away from 160.
yeah. I don't want to say that he's gonna be a gatekeeper for future, but
He already is.
he's I don't know. He has a good job here at DAZN.
Yeah.
I think he's one of the better commentators. One of the especially when he does the Spanish commentating, he does a really good job there.
Yeah, he's good at that.
Yeah, it gets to that point where is he a man without a weight class? And you don't want to draw down the rankings and then just fade away. He's made a lot of money. He's fought a lot of big names. Like you said, he's come up short. But, yeah, we'll see what the future holds for him. Yeah. Would you, example, an up-and-coming like Virgil Ortiz, would you like to see that fight against him?
Oh, that's a good fight.
Yeah.
Yeah, Virgil knocks him out.
Hey! Heard it here first.
If Virgil can hurt him like Mikey did, he will finish him. You're taking heavier punches.
I think Virgil takes him out.
Yeah.
Yeah. I would give Virgil a better chance than Mikey.
You know what, dude? I was thinking this, like, the future of boxing is on DAZN right now.
Yeah.
They got Ryan Garcia.
Mhm.
They got Virgil Ortiz.
Yeah.
Even Diego Pacheco was on this undercard, right?
Yeah.
He's probably gonna come after the Ryans and them.
Yeah.
Is Devin Haney,
Haney's
or
on.
was it just that fight? He's on DAZN, right?
I believe he does like a 3 fight. as
Yeah,
well.
he's kind of.
But he's been on DAZN the last ones for the when he was on the YouTube card. Yeah. So, yeah.
Yeah, DAZN is coming up, dude. DAZN has been constantly putting big fights. I gotta applaud him for that. Because this card was very good.
Yeah.
The card, the one on Super Bowl week was very good.
Mm-hmm.
Or the Hachito guy. Besides that fight, it was a good fight. There was championship fights on it.
Yeah.
Right? And even, I mean, they have the 2 biggest stars right now in boxing besides Pacquiao.
Mhm.
Right? They have Canelo. They have Anthony Joshua.
Mm-hmm.
Right? And Ryan Garcia is probably already the 4th biggest star
Yeah.
in boxing.
Are you discounting Mr. Tyson Fury? He's a big star
Oh,
now.
yeah. Tyson is a star now
Yeah.
in the USA. Man, and we'll get into that a little bit later, right? The trilogy.
Yeah.
We're sitting here. We're sitting here last week talking about we want the Joshua Fury fight to happen already. We wanted Wilder to kind of get out the way and do the right thing
Yeah.
for boxing, but
Yeah.
selfish move. He takes the
Selfish move.
trilogy, wants to get knocked out again. And, I mean, hey,
Shit.
let him
And
learn.
You heard the news about Mayweather?
No,
Okay, we'll talk about it
I
later.
did
bro.
not.
Talk about that later.
All
What's your
right.
thoughts on Chocolatito, though? He was also part of this card.
Oh, man, Chocolatito Gonzalez. Let me tell you this. I do not like him fighting bigger opponents.
We saw the first instance where he fought someone like a little bit bigger and sore, right?
Yeah.
And it didn't go fare well with him. That's why I honestly I didn't think he was gonna pull off this win. So that's why I'm
And
very
he was the
impressed.
underdog, huh?
Yeah, he was.
It's Khalid Yafai,
Mm-hmm.
the Brit,
Yeah, and a lot of people were talking about this guy. He's a title holder,
2008
coming into his
silver
prime.
medalist,
Mhm.
Olympic.
And a lot of people had already discounted Chocolatito, like he was past his prime. And
We got to talk about the Olympics too, yo. If they're even
Oh.
gonna happen,
damn,
that's crazy. But let's continue on. All these topics are popping up, but let's continue
Yeah.
on Chocolatito
Yeah.
Roman Gonzalez.
Mhm. So he was fighting a
Shout out to Nicaragua. Saludos a todos los nicaragüenses.
So he's fighting with a pretty close fight, a pretty we call it a small distance fight, right? Where you're just fighting, hit and get hit.
And see,
And it should have favored
Yafai.
Yafai a little bit because he's the bigger guy, but it was just Chocolatito just being more effective and
terrible
more punches.
game plan.
For your fight? Yeah.
Terrible.
Yeah.
He was getting caught, and even though he was getting punched by a smaller man, Chocolatito still showed some good power.
Yeah.
And he's just smooth on the inside, man.
Yeah.
Clean. He was able to land clean punches, great combinations, body, upstairs. Chocolatito looked good on offense. I still don't like that he gets hit a lot.
Mm-hmm.
He's only 32, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
And I felt like he was older just because I feel like he's been taking a lot of punches in his last couple fights.
Yeah.
I know he's been through a lot. He's been through some losses in the ring and outside the ring. But I don't like him taking so many punches. In this fight, fighting on the inside did benefit him, and he eventually, got a stoppage there. But I don't know. He's a champion. If he retires soon, I wouldn't be mad.
The thing is like this, with this one, it opens up a possibility of big rematches, big fights.
So I saw a video of Soren Visai saying he wants it again, and he wants Gallito again.
Yeah.
So
I say do it. Cash out.
you want so who do you want Chocolatito to fight?
From Estrada and Sor.
Yeah.
Shit. I don't think you want to go right away with the man that took you out like in a
He
brutal
shouldn't-
fashion.
He shouldn't take Sor,
I don't think you should take Sor right
in my
away.
opinion. As a competitor, of course, I want that
Yeah.
fight. If I'm Chocolatito, I feel like I won the first fight. Second fight, he caught me,
Yeah.
took me out. I want the third match, but if I'm in his team, tell him, nah, stay away from that right now.
We don't need that man in our life.
Uh-uh.
I mean, you got Estrada, who's he's like the youth.
And he was in your pound for pound, right, Estrada?
He was, yeah.
Yeah.
So you got Estrada, and you got Sor. Sor is just like power. Who do you want to face, youth or power? Neither. But it's money, and it makes sense, and they have titles, or Estrada has a title. So, man, you gotta take one first. How did you score that Estrada Chocolatito? I mean,
I thought you were going to say, how did you score Mikey against Vargas? You know what? I was going to say that. The Mikey against Vargas, it might have been close on the scorecards.
yeah.
But as a fight, that shit was not close. Like, as a fight, there's no way in hell you would rather be Vargas than you would rather be Mikey in that fight.
The
bloody face, bloody nose, swollen face, knocked down, hurt multiple times in the fight.
Yeah. The rounds that Mike, if you break it down, Jessie won either 5, 6 maybe.
Yeah.
Let's
That's
say,
possible.
Yeah, that's possible.
Because in a lot of rounds, there was a lot of inactivity by Mikey.
Yeah.
So you have to kind of give it to Vargas.
Yeah, but the ones the rounds that Vargas won, he just outpointed him.
Obliterated him.
The ones that Mikey won, the ones that
the ones-
beat the
Yeah.
out of him. So, yeah, it might have been close, but yeah, definitely not close because it was a beating. He took a beating in those middle rounds. Yeah, so
It was close on the scorecards. It wasn't a close fight, though.
yeah,
If that even makes sense. But it made a lot of sense to me. Like, if you had a 7-5 for Mikey, even if you had a 6-6,
Mhm.
I'm not mad at that.
Mhm.
But Vargas got his ass beat.
Mhm. yeah. Let's go back to the Chocolatito.
Chocolatito,
You know
yeah.
what? I take it back. I do want him to go against Sor.
You
Be-
want?
More than Estrada. More than Estrada.
Why is that?
Just because I mean that's he needs to try to avenge that. I think he won the first fight.
Yeah, me too. I thought he won the first fight.
The second one, it was like kind of like
Very close, though. Very close,
Yeah.
honestly. You can't say it was a robbery.
Yeah, it
in
was
my
close.
opinion. It was very close.
Very close.
I would have favored Chocolatito, but
yeah.
but I was glad they ran it back, and that rematch was just not good.
Yeah, the second one kind of reminds me of like when Pacquiao fight Morales, like the third time, where like Pacquiao was just
Yeah, he just
You
knew what
figured-
to do. He figured him out.
bigger, stronger.
Yeah.
But you kind of want to, just
And that's going to be another war. That's the
Yeah.
thing. Do we want Chocolatito in another war against a younger guy? How old is, let's see how old.
I think Sora's around the same age, but
But he fights like he's younger. That's the thing.
yeah,
All right, Soren Visai.
yeah. I just think
33. He's
33.
actually 1 year older.
Yeah,
But, man, like I said, Chocolatito's, he just looks older than he is.
yeah. To me, it's just he's gonna look back at his career. He's like, man, you know what? Just try it. Just try it. You're 32.
Yeah.
You don't want to
'Cause
fight
that
him when you're
second fight was
34.
bad.
Yeah, you don't want to fight him when it's 35. He's still fighting. Yeah, I would say take Sora again.
Yeah.
But try to get that Gallito Estrada title shot too. Fuck it, just try to run it back. He did beat Gallito back in 20. I want to say 13.
Yeah. And Gallo seems like he got a lot better.
Yeah.
Like from the first Soren Visa fight to the second one, like, man, there was a lot of improvement.
Yeah.
Like we said, we were criticizing Soren Visa because he fought out of the orthodox stance for most of the fight instead of going with his natural southpaw stance. And he just lost, got outboxed. You know, so Gallo definitely has improved. I felt like Soren Visa had improved a lot too from that first Chocolatito fight to the second one to the second fight with Gallo. But we'll see where he stands now because he has taken some time off.
They're gonna come knocking at Chocolatito's door though, for sure. Estrada, he's gonna want to avenge that loss, and he's in his right mindset to think that he could beat him now.
Yeah,
you know, so that's a
And
good
you know
payday.
what,
It's a
man?
good payday.
Congrats to Chocolatito, champion once again.
Hey, unification.
Man, you know he looks so happy.
Yeah,
Man, that's pretty cool.
yeah. Post fight, he was thinking God a lot. He got emotional.
Yeah.
His emotional moment. And honestly, when I interviewed him last week, I didn't think he was gonna win. His demeanor, his corner's demeanor, they were just very calm, very just, I don't know. I almost felt like this was the them just like bowing out type. But nah, dude, I was surprised, and that was a big knockout win. Like I'm really happy for him. So, saludos a Chocolatito y a su gente de Nicaragua. I'm really proud of him.
Yeah, very good win for Chocolatito. Champion once again, like we said. You know, before the fight, I didn't pay much attention to it. Like we said, like the Vargas, Mikey wasn't even talked about a lot, right?
Yeah.
So I just came into the Chocolatito fight just happy that he was back in the ring. I didn't know what to expect, but it was a very good fight by him. And like we said, terrible game plan by Yafai.
Yeah.
Just bad. I don't know why he was doing that. But congrats to Chocolatito. That was that. And another fight on that card was another man in the heavyweight division who still wants to be in the mix. Joseph Parker. Got another knockout. We'll see, man. We'll see what happens. I got a feeling that those guys are going to get chances again because of these mandatories, because of all these rematches happening. You know, Joshua's already going to fight Cobra Pulev, right?
Yeah.
Pulev, he's going to get his chance. So I feel like there's going to be a lot of movement in the heavyweight division. And Joseph Parker, I feel like he's going to be in the mix because he's still a very, very good boxer.
Yeah.
He can punch. He can box. You know, he does have a win over Andy Ruiz. So I feel like he's still going to be in the mix. Very good knockout by him.
Parker only has what notable losses are just to Joshua, correct?
To Joshua, yes.
Yeah, Pulev notable losses is I think Klitschko. So
that's gonna be a good fight against Pulev,
Yeah.
Joshua, and we'll go over the schedule a little bit. Was that it for this fight on the zone?
Let's see, who else was there? I believe so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know what's crazy? We were talking about that pizza spot last week.
Yeah.
I actually
You
got
went?
some. Yeah.
The pizza spot that you always go to?
Yeah, the Downey one.
Okay.
I ordered some pizza over phone. I went to pick it up, took it back home, and watched the fights. So
Hey.
it was fire.
Shout out. What's the name of the place?
Downey Pizza Company. Yes, sir.
Keep it short. Keep it simple.
Yeah, that's it. There was a lot of people there. I'm glad I just took it home. 'Cause if we
Nice.
would have ate there, man, we would have been waiting in line. But yeah, that was that. What else do we want to move on to?
But you know what? Let's jump into Wilder Fury. Fuck it. Let's do it, man. This guy's spoiling it, man. He's spoiling it for the British people, for the American people that have fallen in love with Tyson Fury. What do you think of that?
I'm not paying for it.
Man.
I'm not paying for it. That is scheduled July 18th in Las Vegas, MGM Grand once again. Here it says ESPN Plus pay-per-view. I don't know if they're going to do the joint again, or I don't know if there was something in the contract there that allowed the winner to get the platform. I don't know what it is, but I'm just very disappointed. I hope something like I don't want to be messed up, but I hope something happens where the fight gets
Canceled.
yeah, and we can still get a fight between Anthony Joshua and Fury in the UK. Wilder, I feel like he still doesn't notice how bad he lost.
Yeah.
And I saw a clip by Paulie Malignaggi. I don't know if you saw it.
Oh no.
You didn't see it?
No, tell me.
Oh man, I'll pull it up too so you guys can listen to it. But just to summarize what he said he thinks that there's too many yes men around Wilder, basically, because he had excuses in the first fight, right? He was saying that he won even though he lost probably 10 rounds.
Yeah.
The second fight, he was blaming goddamn costume.
Goddamn costume.
Which, by the way, I think he was right. Because, hey, I'm still recovering from that heavy backpack last week. Barely recovering, man. Barely getting my legs under me. So, big shout out to Wilder. You're right, my man. Big shout out to Piccolo for always carrying that suit on his back.
Man.
If you didn't see that video that I posted this today, actually, of Piccolo, the meme, Deontay Wilder ring entrance. I know you mentioned it last week.
Yeah.
Check it out on our Instagram, againstdaropes_ on Instagram. That was pretty hilarious. And I'm gonna continue to make more because there's a lot of funny ones to be made. I got some ideas this morning, so
I got ideas brewing, man. I gotta get them out.
They're in the cannon. I'm gonna let them out.
You gotta get them out. You gotta let them
One
out
at
of the
a
cage.
time. Yeah, let the animal out the cage. Big shout out to Chris Algieri, whatever he's doing nowadays.
I think it was his birthday, like yesterday.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
But I don't know, man. Rematch. I'm not excited for it. Fury already won twice.
Yeah.
So I mean, it should be entertaining. It just sucks that we don't get the fight that we want to see. Right, but and like I said last week, I want it to happen now because a lot of crazy stuff can happen in the heavyweight division. Who knows? Let's say Pulev catches Anthony Joshua and he takes all the titles. You know, ain't nobody gonna be calling for a undisputed between Pulev and Tyson Fury or Pulev and Wilder. Like, that's terrible.
Yeah, and this is the first time in a while that you can have an undisputed British champion, and so, you know, Mr. Eddie Hearn's gonna do whatever he can to try to make this fight happen. But again, Wilder activated his rematch clause, and I'm disappointed. I understand he's gonna wanna like run it back. You know, he's a warrior. But this is where you do take the time to really like check yourself and check your ego and take some time off. You know they're gonna offer you step aside money. You know they're gonna offer you that. So like, if someone offered me like a couple million to be like, you know what, just wait a couple months. You know, like let us do this fight. Like I would take that. You know, that's money that you don't have to risk your health in. You know, that you can put away for your children, your future, whatever. So, yeah, I am a bit disappointed that he activated his rematch clause so soon. Take a couple weeks to, you know, think about it. You're in the heat of the moment. You just took a loss. You're just going to make emotional decisions.
A week after you got knocked out, you want to say, my suit was too heavy, so I'm going to take a rematch? What? I don't know, man. And I'm going to pull up that.
Never seen Piccolo complaining about that one, right?
I really have to check out this. I know Jessie sent it to me. Paulie Malignaggi. He had some words to say. I got to find it, but... So are you excited about this second rematch between Tyson Fury and Deontay Wilder? I'm not a big fan of trilogies to begin with. Like when we saw Pacquiao Marquez 3, I'm like, again?
I mean,
we see Canelo Triple G again?
I'm a fan of trilogies.
Pacquiao Timothy Bradley
again?
What?
I can be a fan of trilogies when they're close and when the second one is not so dumb, like. Could have gone either way, or if it's, you know. But
the only people who want a rematch is Deontay Wilder fans.
Yeah. But I'm not happy about this one in particular. I feel like if you really look back at it, Deontay Wilder arguably only won maybe like 2 rounds in those.
In both fights?
Both fights.
That's true. That's very true.
And that's just that. And that's a stretch.
Yeah.
Because freaking Tyson Fury got up to freaking, you know, give him the hands. But
who had a better jab, Deontay Wilder in the second fight or Bernie Sanders against the speed bag?
Oh man, that's a close one. You should put a poll for that one.
All right, hold on. Let me play this Paulie clip.
Deontay's had a problem in the last couple of years. nobody around him is honest anymore, in my opinion, okay?
Right.
Because when you say certain things publicly, you've already said them in your circle.
Right.
You don't just randomly say stuff publicly that you have not said in your circle.
Somebody
Just,
should have stopped him.
even in passing.
Right.
Okay, so starting from the first Fury fight, somebody would have been like, yo, player, you didn't win that fight. We got away with it. You know,
Facts.
just run with it and say, yo, I'm going to make this even better the next time. I got the knockdowns. I feel like... Okay. You can say you even feel like, you know, the result wasn't a robbery. But don't go saying, like, people out of their minds to think you lost the first fight when you got outclassed in the first fight. So, because that was my issue with the whole thing. He tried to get me fired from Showtime and all this other stuff, you know? So, he was trying to have me and Fawad removed and all this other stuff. So, I had sort of an issue with that. Because
That's ridiculous.
I don't have an issue with you being competitive and you not liking the criticism. I don't have an issue with that because I feel like you are not supposed to accept that easily.
Right.
But when it's constructive,
Right.
you have to also, the problem I have, and this is, I think, what Deontay's had a problem in the last couple of years. Nobody around him is honest anymore, in my opinion, okay?
Right.
Because when you say certain things publicly, you've already said them in your circle.
All right, so that was Paulie Malignaggi spitting facts. F-A-X.
Man, I have so much respect for Paulie because he he is so objective, man. He'll just say, you know, what everybody else is thinking, and man, he's that type of guy that you want in your corner, like around you in your circle, because he's gonna just he's gonna tell you like what you don't want to hear, but what's truth and what's right.
Yeah, I've never heard that before. Like the stuff you say in public is probably some stuff that you've been saying around in your circle.
That makes sense.
That makes sense.
Yeah,
because he's not just gonna pull this shit out of his ass, Wilder.
Yeah,
like. He says it so confident too.
Yeah.
Like I bet his guys are like, yeah, Wilder, you're right. You won that first fight.
Man.
The referee didn't know how to count.
Yeah.
You know?
I can see like them falling into group thinking all that, and yeah, because you don't want to. You're afraid he's gonna like cut you off, kick you out from the group, and you're not gonna try to upset the guy, the man, but damn, Paulie.
But how do you approach, like, let's say we have boxer friends, right? Let's say they're one of the biggest stars in boxing. They make it there. How do you tell them, hey, what you're doing is wrong? How do you tell them, hey, you probably lost a fight?
Let's give an example of what we would do it, because I mean we have like you said, we have a friend in boxing. We kind of went on air 3 episodes ago. We were like, it was not his best performance. I don't think he won that fight. He could have done better.
Yeah.
I think you just come from a place of honesty, like pull him aside, be like, hey man, ask him how he's doing first of all, what's his thought process, and then tell him like, you know what, I'm gonna be honest with you because I'm your friend. I'm not gonna be here lying to you. Like I don't think you won that
you look
fight.
like shit out there. What was wrong?
Some people you're more straightforward about telling it. I'm more like, I'm still honest, but I'm just like, hey man, I think you could have done better in here, and here, because I know that you're capable of doing better.
Yeah.
But we will not straight out lie to him and be like, you won that fight.
You're also not gonna say you got your ass whooped, dog.
Yeah,
because that's one of the things in that extended Paulie clip, because he was saying, like you gotta tell your friend, and then the other guy from the show was kind of like, you got your ass whooped, and then Paulie was like, well, no, you wouldn't just tell him straight up like you got your ass whooped. Like you just gotta tell him straight up like, hey, you probably lost a fight. You know, you didn't look your best. You know, let him know why.
Yeah.
Right. But I don't know, man. It seems like a lot of people have trouble being honest.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Are you a true friend if you're not being honest?
And we heard this from other circles, like with the Adrian Broner circle, right, where he's surrounded by yes men, and you see all that antics, everything that's going on. You gotta be able to tell him like, hey man.
You think the hood really told Adrian Broner that they saw the fight winning? Or is that something he just made up?
Made that up, man. Jeez. But yeah.
Yeah, but that's very interesting. Third fight. I don't know, man. Wilder can always get caught. That's not, a crazy possibility. But yeah, it just sucks. Like that's what I was thinking too. When stars are involved, it's very difficult to have one champion. When I talk about Crawford and like Usyk being undisputed, I'm like, because there's no stars involved in those divisions. Crawford and Usyk are not even stars. right? So I feel like that's when it's easier to bring all the titles together. But man, you see how difficult it is to have one heavyweight champion.
Yeah. Yep. Man, I'll watch this fight.
Yeah, I'll watch it, but
I'll watch it.
probably won't buy
You
any
already seen a
pizza.
lot of the product. You know, you need I kind of want to give myself some time to miss it to see if if something
it's
changes,
too
some
much.
variables change
Yeah.
that will make you make this thing enticing
Think
again.
about it, that's already coming up this summer.
Yeah,
We're not that far away.
I know, July,
Yeah,
man.
we're already in March. That's crazy.
Man,
But anyway, I think it's a good segue into the fight schedule.
yeah,
Fight schedule, some key dates. Naoya Inoue, right? He's gonna be fighting on ESPN Plus. Naoya Inoue against John Riel Casimero. 12 rounds. IBF, WBA, WBO, Bantam Unification Championship matchup. Yeah, ESPN. Inoue, that's in Las Vegas, so people will get to see him now over here, and he's already a pound for pound star in our eyes, right?
Yeah.
But I feel like Americans will now be exposed to that ESPN, top rank, so it should be pretty good, and it should be a pretty competitive fight.
Yeah.
We have Jose Ramirez against Victor Posto, a fight which was postponed. That's gonna be in Fresno, right? Jose Ramirez is from somewhere up there.
yeah,
Oh,
from Fresno,
Northern Cali,
Cali.
May 9th. That's for Ramirez's WBC and WBO junior welterweight titles, ESPN Deportes. And that fight was postponed, which I was a bit surprised when that happened,
Yeah.
right? That was one of the signs that kind of told us that this virus is serious,
Yeah,
right? I don't like to talk about this type of stuff, but it is spreading, and that fight was canceled a month ago, maybe.
How nervous are you about this coronavirus?
Not very.
Yeah,
I mean, I work with children, so
Yeah.
I see like maybe, I don't know, 1,000 people every day. So it's kind of scary in that sense.
yeah,
But I mean, we are living in the safest country in the world, I
Yeah.
would say. So I feel like they'll figure it out.
yeah.
It's not like in the 1800s where a plague will hit you and all of you motherfuckers are dead.
Yeah.
We'll be all right, I think.
Yeah.
You?
It's like I told Viper Chris when we were at the gas station. I don't scare easily.
Stupid. Oh my God. Hold up, dude. Hold up. That deserves a.
Oh no, because I was talking to Chris about this, and he's running the marathon, and he's considering pulling out because of that. I'm like, bro, it's not a big deal, man. Just run it. Just run it.
Yeah, we're not on a high alert, I would say right now. So
Yeah.
just live your life.
I mean,
Wash your hands.
I get it, it's a serious thing going on in the world.
Yeah.
It is. You gotta be self-aware of that, but it's
But
not.
don't be buying all the water cases at Costco, yo. It's
Exactly.
not that serious.
And
As of now.
And I don't think, and don't go full racist mode and not shake certain people's hands. Just based
Oh,
on-
really? That's what's happening?
Some people are doing that, dude. Some Asian businesses, the people they're losing a lot of money. Nobody wants to go
Wow.
shopping.
That's crazy.
Yeah, so certain fights have actually folded.
Yeah, and I think this is a very interesting topic because the sports world is definitely going to be affected by it. We were planning a trip to Europe this year, and I have since, I'm like, I ain't going nowhere.
Because of that, yeah.
Yeah.
Tickets are cheap,
now
bro.
with this shit. You know what, dude?
Let's
Like,
go to South America.
I feel like it's easier when you travel to catch like viruses and things like that. I remember the first time I went to Europe when we went to France and Spain.
Yeah.
When I came back, dude, I was sick like for a week and a half.
Yeah.
I don't know what was wrong with me, but I just felt nauseous. I felt
You got
like
sick on the
throwing
way
up.
back or when you were there? When you came
When I
back?
came back, I just felt sick.
Just
I'm
the
just
weather.
like, I must have caught something out there.
yeah.
But when I was back, I was like in bed like for a week and a half, and not even like I don't like taking medicine or nothing like that. So I'll
Yeah.
just man up and drink some water.
Yeah.
I'll drink some seven not
Some
you know,
Vaporub.
some Vaporub. Yeah, I didn't even tell my mom, dude, because she
Behind
wouldn't
the
worry.
ear.
But
Mama.
yeah, I was just like chilling and just one day I just threw up and then I just felt better after that.
Yeah.
So, but I feel like you do catch stuff easier when you're traveling. So,
new environment, new people.
yeah. And like I had mentioned before, my sister is having a baby.
Hey,
Little,
get that clap.
little boy. Yeah, hit him with the clap, dude. Hold on, I gotta get better at this fucking clap thingy, dude.
Te hicieron tío. No te van a hacer tío.
Hey. Yeah, so I'm gonna try not to travel this year. Yeah, and Italy is one of the places who's been hit.
Yeah.
I think I heard they're like the 4th place with the most cases. It's like obviously China, I think Japan, Iran, and then Italy. Surprisingly,
Yeah.
there's a lot of people who have been infected there. So it's serious. I'm not traveling anywhere. Vegas is the furthest I'll go.
Yeah.
You know, we'll be there in the summer, but that's it, man.
Yeah. And Italy,
Summer
I think
Olympics, that's in question.
that is in question.
Japan.
It's a lot of things have been canceled. The Arnold Classic. My brother follows bodybuilding, so like that thing got canceled.
Oh,
Like I mentioned, Chris, he was running the marathon. I would have thought that would have maybe have been canceled as well. It's a lot of international, runners there, and so, but
Yeah, that's true. I didn't even think about that.
yeah. But yeah, the Summer Olympics, man.
I was hearing this morning that a lot of movies are being pushed back now.
Okay.
Because I think eventually they're gonna tell people to stop going to obviously to like public places like that. There's the large gatherings and stuff like that. So the movies, the theaters is one of them. So I'm hearing that a lot of movies are gonna be pushed back.
Yeah.
Like we said, Olympics are in question. I think there's been already many sporting events in Japan who have been canceled. I think in Italy as well. So, man,
Yeah.
we'll see what happens.
We'll see what happens, man.
Yeah, any other words on that?
Nah.
I mean, I feel like we'll be okay. They'll figure it out sooner or later. We're living in the safest of times, man. This ain't the early 1900s. This ain't the 1800s where chicken pox can fucking kill you. Smallpox or whatever. Different stuff,
Just remember, protect yourself at all times. Wash your hands.
Oh, okay. I thought you were going somewhere else with that, Yeah, I was going to get into more historical shit with the Europeans coming over here and spreading their fucking diseases.
You're going to go there?
Killing the people who are already living here, but we'll move on from that. Other key dates. Let me see. Look at this. Ramirez, we talked about that. Anthony Joshua against Kubrat Pulev. Where's he from? Bulgaria?
Yeah, Bulgaria.
12 rounds for Joshua's IBF, WBA, WBO heavyweight titles. That is in London, June 20th.
London.
Wow. Man, let's see if that even happens, dude. Let's see if
You think
this
so?
thing spreads that much by then.
Yeah.
We'll see, man. And then, of course, July 18th, we talked about it a little bit. Tyson Fury, Deontay Wilder for Fury's WBC and lineal heavyweight championships against Deontay Wilder.
Yep. Another fight day, March 7th this weekend. Adam Kownacki, the
Yeah.
Polish heavyweight, taking on Robert Helenius. 12 rounds, WBA heavyweight eliminator. What are your thoughts on him?
He's good.
Yeah.
He's like a European Andy Ruiz.
Yeah. Man, that's the best way you can put it, man. For real.
Efe Ajagba,
Yeah.
once again on the undercard. His last fight was exciting. He probably had the round of the year to me.
Yeah. That guy's
Was
scary.
that this year or last year? I think it was last
That
year.
was last year.
End of
Yeah.
last year. That was probably the round of the year to me. Besides Andy Ruiz Jr. and Anthony Joshua, he got dropped. He dropped the other guy, then got dropped.
Damn.
That was a very good fight.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, that's another exciting heavyweight to keep
He
an
got
eye
a
on.
knockout that fight?
I believe he did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is the guy that's pretty much...
Sean Garcia, is that
Sean...
Is that him?
Featherweights might be.
Is that the Sean Garcia? Let me look it up.
It might be. 6 rounds. Featherweight. Checks out.
A little Rush G.
Low Rush G.
Let me see. No, I don't see it on BoxRec, so I don't know.
We got Scott Quigg versus Jono Carroll. March 7th in Manchester, England.
Manchester, DAZN.
Mm-hmm.
Huey Fury is on that card as well.
Hugh Fury's he's had a rough last couple years, right?
Yeah, he's there though. You know, honestly, I don't think I'd even seen him before.
Fury fight?
Yeah,
No,
I don't think so. I don't remember, honestly.
I remember seeing him fight
Probably
when he was,
one time.
when he was younger. He was getting a good push. He showed some good speed for a heavyweight, and then he came up against some big names and like fell short. So I guess not a lot of faith in him right now. But he's coming back. We'll see what he can do. See if he can get back in the mix.
Yeah, other than that, I don't see much going on. Shakur Stevenson against Miguel Mariaga, New York, March 14th. Jesse Magdaleno on that undercard against Zakaria Lucas, 10 rounds. I've been watching a lot of his training videos with, what's his name? Castillo? No, what? Capetillo, I'm sorry.
Capetillo?
Capetillo, yeah, he posts a lot of clips training with him.
Nice.
Looks like some good stuff. I know you guys were out there in Vegas at that gym.
Yeah.
So, yeah, shout out to them. James Kirkland against Marcos Hernandez, March 14th. Same day, Oxon Hill, Maryland, Fox Sports. Man, not much, dude.
Yeah, March. It's a little.
Just going through the schedule.
Mr.
Michael Conlon, St. Patrick's Day week, right?
Yeah.
You like to go out on St. Patrick's Day week?
Not as much, but the other guys do.
Yeah, it's pretty fun.
Wolfpack,
I like it.
Wolfpack, they like to go out.
Yeah, not much, dude. Of course, we're gonna have our All-Star Boxing, April 10th. That should be fun. I'm pretty sure we have already some fights penciled in, but we'll see. Those fights are always kind of like last minute.
Yeah.
Which I really don't like that, but it happens. Eloy should be on that card. Eloy Cincondino, who was with us a couple episodes ago. Shout out to him, and shout out to Matt Gaver as well, April 3rd. Hopefully we can make it out to that fight.
One notable name that does come up is Mr. Virgil Ortiz taking on Samuel Vargas March 28th.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
At the Forum in Inglewood on dazn. And our good friend of the show, Mr. Pablo Cesar Cano, is going to take on Michael Perez, 12 rounds, junior welterweights.
Is that on the same card?
Same card, co-main event.
March 28th? Hey, I'm down to go to that, dude.
Let's do
Go
that.
to March 28th.
It's a Pablo.
Forum?
Yeah, the Forum.
I'm kind of down to go to that.
Yeah.
Hook us up with tickets, Pablo.
Hook us up with tickets, man. All right.
Let's see. I'm still looking for that stupid card. Beterbiev is fighting March 28th in Quebec City.
Luis Neri, too, March 28th, Las Vegas, Showtime.
You said the Ortiz fight was 28?
Yeah.
Okay, let me scroll through this. Trinity, Coventry, England, no. Las Vegas, Showtime, Luis Neri, no. London, no. Josh Kelly's fighting. Okay. Who else do we have on that card? I don't know any of these guys. Oh, Siniesa Estrada's on the card.
Nice.
That should be cool.
Yeah.
Haven't been to the Forum in a long time.
When's the last fight that we went to?
The last fight, probably Gennady Golovkin against Dominic Wade.
What's that one? Oh, yeah, because Arnold Barbosa fought at the Staples, right?
Yeah, and I think the Triple G.
Yeah, that's right, man.
Willie Monroe was before that, possibly. I don't remember. So it's been a while, man.
Yeah, we always get there early. 3
been
p.m.
a while.
3 p.m., man.
Yeah, what else we got? I want to send some quick shout-outs, man. Shout out to all the Laker fans.
Hey.
Let me check the records right now because we're on top of our stuff right now. NBA standings.
Good time to be
What's
a Laker
the record,
fan.
man? Heck yeah. The Bucks are killing it, 53-9. Raptors 43-18. Who cares about the East? Let's go to the West. Lakers 47-13. Clippers 42-19. Nuggets 41-20. Damn. Yeah, Lakers are on a tear right now, man. They're finding their momentum, their rhythm. Let's see what Google says. What's the worst team in the NBA? The Suns are the worst team in the NBA.
The Suns?
They actually answer that? That's hilarious.
Warriors, fucking Wade. That's crazy, man. How 3 years fucking turning things around.
It happens, man. Yeah, the Warriors are 14-48.
Damn.
I mean, they're tanking.
Yeah. On purpose.
Yeah, they'll be back next year, seems like. But, yeah, shout out to all the Laker fans. Shout out to everybody listening. shout out to everybody who's been on Instagram writing their comments. We posted some funny stuff. The Piccolo suit this morning, and then Bernie Sanders, versus Speedbag.
Versus Speedbag. Took a well, man. Took a shot well.
So yeah, shout out to all of you who've been liking, commenting, all that good stuff. Make sure to stay active on the Instagram comments. We should have some guests coming up, right?
Yeah.
We got to get on that. I know it's been just us in the
It's been us
last
for like
couple
2 weeks, man. Thanks for putting up with us.
Yeah, you guys are probably tired of us, but last episode was really good, man.
Yeah.
It was funny. Yeah, my girl hit me up. She said she was laughing at the pizza part.
The pizza.
We were talking about seducing. That shit was funny.
Take it to the pizza place.
Yeah.
It takes care of itself. I did
Yes,
tell you I
sir.
have two announcements.
Oh, 2 announcements.
Two?
Let me hear it. Yeah, you said
Okay.
something about Mayweather. Is that what you want to start with, or something else?
So that's one of them.
All right, hit me.
So what do you think about? I mean, this fight's gonna go down. Wilder Fury 3. Mayweather did tell him like he would be open to coaching him. He wants to coach him to beat Fury. What do you think? Does that entice you a little bit more? Does it make it a little bit more interesting?
Mayweather ain't doing shit. He never trained anybody.
Yeah,
No, that's not gonna happen.
that's not gonna happen.
If he tries to train Deontay, I feel like it would be worse for Deontay. You try to change his whole game plan. No.
Yeah, to me, in 3 months' time, it's not enough.
No.
If it was like 6 months, 6 to 9 from now, then maybe, but I don't think it's gonna do much difference. But
Yeah. What else you got?
what else? Mr. Benavides is taking on Anthony Sims Jr.'s last opponent. So it's gonna be.
Oh, is he?
Yeah,
Wow, that
Taking-
should be interesting.
on the Colombian Angulo. So that's What do you think about that? Obviously, there's levels.
I feel like Benavides will stop him.
Yeah.
He's just, man. I feel like confidence, the mental aspect has a lot to do with it too. To be such a young champion,
Yeah.
like I feel like his confidence is sky high. He feels like he can knock out Kid LaPlante. He feels like he can knock out probably Canelo. And I'm sure he feels like he can knock out Angulo. So I feel like he can get the knockout. I feel like Benavides is getting better and better, stronger and stronger. So that should be very, very interesting.
Yeah.
What do you think?
Yeah, I think he at 22 he just has a size, the speed, the power. Like he's got some natural gifts that a lot of fighters wish they had, and so he's got them. He's entertaining. He knows how to bring in the crowd. All that.
You know what's crazy? I was thinking this today. I feel like he can become a heavyweight champion eventually.
You think so?
David
He's a big
Benavides.
guy.
Big dude. I feel like he can do it.
How tall is he? Remember?
6'2"?
6'2". Okay, he'll be a small heavyweight, but
Yeah. I feel like his power would carry.
Yeah.
That's probably in 7 years or something like that. He's still very young, so.
Couple super tortas away. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, you saw the pictures as a kid,
Yeah.
right? So I'm sure he doesn't have any problem. He wouldn't have any problem adding that weight.
Yeah. It's just adding that weight like in muscle form, in the right
Yeah.
ways.
Yeah, you don't want to be Andy Reese.
Damn. Ba-bum. Yeah, that's one. And another possible is that Katie Taylor might take on Mana Serrano. So I know.
Okay. Kate
Yeah.
Taylor.
Yeah.
Yeah. We saw her beat who was it? No, we saw her lose to
Yeah. The Belgian.
well, her last couple fights have been
pretty close, competitive.
I don't watch women's boxing, but I
Yeah.
did happen to watch her fight, so
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this fight might it's gonna be one of those pound for pound women's fights, and might bring a good crowd in. I'd be interested to see like how their skill set matches up. Katie Taylor again, very technically sound. Amanda Serrano's like a 7-time title holder, champion. So yeah, and this would be good for women's boxing.
Yeah, and like, Sean, what he was talking about when he was here, there's not much competition in the women's boxing.
Yeah.
There's not many women with winning records. So I feel like these fights should be happening, right? And like you said, it can help bring in more fans,
Yeah.
more just attention to women's boxing.
And shout out to Sean, Just Like Boxing. They are giving us scholarships away to women's boxing. So
Yeah.
Coming soon. Details coming soon.
Yeah, coming soon. But you guys stay tuned to that. The Just Boxing Foundation, last we heard, is alive.
And well.
It's in full effect.
Yep.
So you guys will be hearing a lot of announcements here. That's our good friend Sean. So we're gonna try to help him out as much as we can. So shout out to Sean. Just Boxing Live, Just Boxing Foundation. Stay tuned, man.
Nice.
That's some good stuff that he's doing.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Nice.
cool. Any other stuff you got?
No, that's it, man. Not the biggest weekend of boxing, but we did get a good fight with Mikey and Jessie. I know you're happy with that outcome. Again, I want to see how this bleeds into the welterweight division. I know Errol Spence was in attendance, so there's a lot of interest for opponents for Mikey.
Was he sitting among PVC fighters again?
Right? Yeah, Errol's he's just a tough guy. He doesn't like to be around people that he doesn't need to be around. So, yeah. Can't blame him. Can't blame him. But yeah, Mikey, we'll see what happens. I do want to see him against Mr. Manny Pacquiao.
Mike. Yeah, that fight, I feel like that's the best possible scenario for both guys, like we said, and hopefully we get it. Other than that, the welterweight division has been slowing down a little bit, right? I mean, I feel like
That's due to Mr. Manny Pacquiao.
besides Pacquiao fighting, besides, Errol Spence finally taking on one of the top welterweights, it's been pretty slow. Like,
It has. I mean, remember when
This-
Danny Garcia was on a high, Errol Spence was like hot. Like, this accident happened, and
but even that whole roller coaster ride has been slowly, building.
yeah,
Because we criticize Danny Garcia a lot for taking on subpar competition, right? Same with Errol Spence. Same with Keith Thurman, right? And once everyone kind of started fighting each other, then right now it's like, once Mikey got into the mix, he became a name that people, can use for their resume. But hopefully it picks up again, man. Fortunate for Errol Spence. That accident, Keith Thurman, had his fair share of injuries. Danny Garcia, I don't know. He's just kind of there right now.
just there, it's floating.
Sean Porter has been challenging the top welterweights. Has some wins, has some losses. But other than that, man, it's been kind of slowing down. So hopefully they could pick it up.
Yep. Yeah. Pretty much said it all, man.
And you know what? Mikey Garcia against Pacquiao is not really gonna pick up that specific division.
Yeah, that's really a 140-pound.
Because
fight.
at the end of the day, we want to see the champions fight each other, or at least if the champions are not going to fight each other, fight Danny Garcia, fight Yordeni Sugas, fight somebody,
in the top 10,
with that type of name. Not no Amir Khan. No, we don't want to see that. Not no Kilbrook. We don't want to see that.
Yeah, that's it,
Yeah.
man.
That's all you got?
That's all I got, man.
All right, man. What else? March, beginning of March. We're definitely going to have to get some guests in here. This month is going to be a little bit slow, I would say. Not much to look forward to. Even the summer, a little bit disappointed with the trilogy. A little bit disappointed with the matchups I've seen that are already scheduled. So, man, you know what? I'm going to just be paying a lot of attention to the local fights. Right?
Yeah.
All-Star Boxing, April 10th.
Yeah.
All right, we'll be there. We'll be staying tuned to all the friends of the show. Arnold Barbosa's fighting April 25th, I believe. Matt Gaber, April. We'll see when Alfredo fights again. He just got his 9th professional win. He's coming out of that RGBA camp.
Yeah.
And we'll see, man. We'll see. We'll stay tuned.
Yeah, we won January, February, 10-9 on the cards. I think we're going to give this round away, right? This March?
Yeah, this is what, the third round? Yeah.
We'll give this round away. Come back strong, fourth round. Knock him out in the fifth.
We're on that Mikey mode right now. We'll hit you with something for the fourth round, April.
Yeah, no, there's
in the
always news in
spring.
boxing. I'm sure something's going to happen in March. Some news. AB's going to catch another case, something. So, yeah. Stay tuned for that. We'll keep you guys entertained with Gio's DBZ memes, clips.
There's going to be a lot coming up, man. I'm just watching this right here. Watch out. Dillian White against Povetkin.
Oh yeah,
That's gonna happen.
That one's gonna be good. Yeah, we didn't talk about that. That's fight announcement. Dillian White.
That's a good fight because Povetkin obviously is getting older. Dillian White still trying to stay in the mix.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll see. That's gonna be good.
Both got some lethal hooks, so we'll see, man. Dillian White, man, I feel bad for the guy because he's been in that mix for a long time now. He hasn't been given that proper due, proper respect, those title hopes, and so yeah, man. Hopefully he does get. In my opinion, I hope he does get that chance to fight for the title. You know, he's been there for a while now.
Yeah, so is that going to be on the undercard of Katie Taylor and Amanda Serrano?
Not sure yet. It might be.
It might be. That's what I'm reading here. May 2nd.
May 2nd?
Manchester Arena.
They're going to compete with Canelo? May 2nd?
I think Canelo's going to fight in Cinco de Mayo.
He always does. Makes sense.
And supposedly they're saying Billy Joe Saunders, right?
Mm-hmm.
We'll see, man. Billy Joe always pulls out of everything.
Initially, Canelo was supposed to fight Morata, but because of the coronavirus, they had to pull him out.
Oh, really?
Yeah. This thing is,
This shit all sounds like a joke, but it's getting serious, man.
Yeah, man.
But you're not easily scared, so that's a good thing.
I'm not easily scared, man. Just wash my hands. Shit.
What else is new? That's it, huh?
That's it.
Any podcasts you've been listening to?
No, I just been the hot boxing one again.
Oh, yeah?
Seeing that
Sugar Ray
Tyson.
Leonard was on it
Yes,
recently. I haven't
dude.
watched it.
You haven't seen it, bro?
I haven't seen it. Have you?
Dude, yeah, it's crazy. You're gonna have some
Dang.
moments where you're like, damn, Mike. You're gonna be like, it makes him cry. Dude, it's crazy. Like, that's crazy. It's pretty good. There's the times like where I'll give you a little snippet.
I
of
saw a
it.
clip where he was talking about himself.
Yeah.
Yeah, but go ahead. Go
Yeah,
ahead.
there's a moment where like Mike tells him like I've known you for 20 years, but like my ego wouldn't let me tell you this. Like you're the fucking best. And you know how Mike gets choked up when he gets emotional? He's like, you're the fucking, and he goes, dude, he goes on, get him more. He's like, you're the fucking best nigga. You're the fucking best. I'm like, damn.
Wow.
Yeah, and then Sugar is just like in awe, and he's like my ego wouldn't let me tell you that you were the best, that you inspired me, that I wanted to be like you.
Damn.
And I guess he was a little frustrated because he's like, I was a beast outside the ring, but inside the ring, but also outside. He's like, you were like a beast inside the ring, but you were so calm outside. And that's like Sugar Ray Leonard's demeanor. He's always been like calm, gentleman-like, very, very just a polite, non-confrontational individual. So Mike was like, yeah, I couldn't fucking tell you that. Like you're the best. Well, yeah, dude, I recommend that one. That one's you'll see some crazy Mike moments in that episode too, though. So just forewarned.
All right, I'll watch it. Hot Boxing Mike Tyson. I'm just pulling this up on Instagram. April 25th at the Mandalay Bay, Las Vegas. Top rank Arnold Barbosa. He has an opponent. So Sholisani Dongeni. I don't know. But he has an opponent, April 25th, Mandalay Bay in Vegas. That's pretty cool. Shout out to Arnold Barboza. Once again, fighting in Vegas. That's pretty cool. Yeah, I got to catch up on Mike Tyson's podcast.
Mm-hmm.
I've been watching some of the Matt Barnes podcast with Steven Jackson.
Mm-hmm.
I know they had Kobe like a month before he passed.
Shit, serious?
That one was good. That was really good because kind of going back to the Mike thing, being like, or just being vulnerable or open about things. They asked Kobe, like, did it ever bother you about the media saying stuff about you, criticizing you? And he's like, yeah, everything. Like, everything they said bothered me. And that's what kind of pushed them to be great. But, yeah, they had KD on it as well recently. He talked about the whole beef with Draymond Green and leaving the Warriors and all that stuff. Yeah, that's the one I've been listening to lately. Joe Budden podcast, of course. The Brilliant Idiots. Just some funny stuff. Yeah. Yeah, but that's that. And, of course, Against the Ropes.
Hey.
The #1 boxing podcast on YouTube and the world.
And the world. And possibly the universe, but...
Possibly.
Yeah, why not?
I think so. But, yeah,
like,
that's
you got
that.
DBZ memes now? Yeah.
Bro, I'm going to be making a lot of stuff, man.
Yeah, man.
Time and me is dangerous. That's a bad combination.
He's like, just give me a couple beers and I'm...
When I have it, man. Yeah.
Yeah. Nice.
I may not know how to spend my money, but I know how to spend my time. All right, man, let's get out of here. Make sure you guys are following us at againstdaropes on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, all that good stuff. Againstdaropes.online. That's the website. Against the Ropes podcast. Make sure you are subscribed to the YouTube channel. And we'll be back for some more next week, perhaps.
Hey,
all right. Stay safe, everybody. Wash your hands. Stay calm. And
protect yourselves at all times.
God, man. And I don't know who NM is, man.
We out.
Follow us at Against DA Ropes on all social network platforms. Thank you. We out.
We out.
Michael, you already know I'm a fun guy.
Hola amigos, soy Juan Francisco el Gallo Estrada. Quiero mandar un saludo para mis amigos de Contra las Cuerdas. Échenle muchas ganas. Un abrazo, muchas bendiciones.
Shout out to Against the Ropes. You know what mine is? Let's box, bitches. It's almost fight night.
Shout out to Against the Ropes. Thank you for the support. Keep doing your thing. You're doing a great job. So thank you and best wishes.
Huge shout out to Against the Ropes.
Shout out to Against the Ropes. Thank you guys for the interview and hope to see you guys soon.
Against the ropes, always doing the right thing.
Shout out to Against the Ropes, man. I appreciate you guys for having me, taking the time on y'all day.
Against the Ropes, #1.
Freddie Roach.
Thank you very much.